We deeply mourn the fatal shooting of United Health CEO Brian Thompson in Manhattan last night. Welcome to ST Money's Morning News, your weekday business news channel. It's Thursday morning, December 5, 2024, and I'm your host, Sunil Thakker of Sunny Talks Money. Stocks hit all-time highs as Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said the economy is in remarkably good shape. All three US major stock indexes rose to record Wednesday after a batch of better than expected tech earnings also bolstered investor confidence. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed above 45,000 for the first time, a milestone that appeared implausible a little more than 2 years ago. The Dow, S&P, and the Nasdaq Composite locked all-time highs on the same day for the seventh time this year. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 308 points or 0.69% to 45,014. The S&P 500 gained 36 points or 0.60% to 6,086, and the Nasdaq Composite gained 254 points or 1.30% to 19,735. Some investors view the broad-based gains as a sign that the bull market is healthy and still has room to run. On the economic front, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said at a New York Times event on Wednesday, the economy is stronger than it appeared in September when the central bank began cutting interest rates, allowing policymakers to potentially be a little more cautious in reducing rates further. One of Powell's favorite barometers of the economy, the Beige Book, showed economic activity increased slightly in November and businesses grew more upbeat about demand prospects. Powell's comments overall, along with the Fed economic activity report, added to the upbeat tone in the market. US businesses created 146,000 new jobs in November. The payroll jobs number indicated a stable US labor market but was below Wall Street's forecast. US services activities also came below economists' expectations, signaling weaker business activity, the Institute for Supply Management said on Wednesday. Investors expect a third consecutive interest rate cut at the central bank's December 17-18 meeting. Investors eagerly await monthly US jobs data due on Friday and jobless claims data on Thursday. Friday's jobs report is likely the granddaddy of employment reports this week. In stock specific, Nvidia Corporation led a gauge of Magnificent Seven mega caps higher, with the group's surge this year approaching 65%. Nvidia was up 3.5% on the day. Salesforce jumped 11% and hit an all-time high after the enterprise cloud company beat analyst estimates for the third quarter revenue and raised the lower end of its annual revenue forecast. Okta, chipmaker Marvell Technology, and data storage provider Pure Storage soared after each reported results that were ahead of Wall Street's expectations. Marvell Technology rallied 23.2% and also hit a record high after the chipmaker forecast fourth quarter revenue above analysts' estimates. The S&P 500 Technology Index hit a record closing high, along with communication services and consumer discretionary indexes. Meanwhile, United Health shares gained nearly 1% despite Brian Thompson, the CEO of its insurance unit, being fatally shot on Wednesday morning in New York City. On Wednesday's trading session, the 10-year Treasury yield inched lower, settling at 4.18%. Yields gave up some earlier gains after weaker than expected reading on the US services sector activity. Bitcoin price moved about 3.4% higher after President-elect Donald Trump picked conservative lawyer Paul Atkins to run the Securities and Exchange Commission. The largest cryptocurrency by market value traded at $98,972 as of 4 p.m. Eastern Time. In commodities, West Texas Intermediate crude fell 1.6% to $68.85 a barrel. Spot gold rose 0.2% to $2,649 an ounce. That's it for today, folks. I'll see you tomorrow morning. In the meantime, let us know in the comment section what are your thoughts for the market. Happy investing, stay inspired, and remember, it's all about money.